Thank you so much, Lauren. And now we're going to talk to an expert about someone kind of the issues that we're seeing come up in these races and the discourse at large.
And the Trump campaign has made international unrest a message to voters, claiming the world is, quote, on fire under President Joe Biden and Vice President Harris.
Political expert David Takitaki from Ferris State University joins us now to talk about some of those issues. Professor, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And Professor, here in Michigan, the war in Gaza is a major issue, especially for many in the large Arab American population in Michigan. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. The conflict in Gaza has divided some of the traditionally democratic Arab American vote, with many people potentially casting protest votes against Vice President Harris because of the Biden administration's policies in Gaza.
And, Donald Trump did make a point of making sure to visit and campaign in the Arab communities on this east side of the state. The numbers that we're seeing so far, do you see any pattern yet for Harris or Trump in Michigan?
Not as of yet. The initial polling suggested that Harris might have a single-point advantage in Michigan broadly. We're not seeing enough numbers out of Detroit to determine whether or not that vote has gone home to the Democratic Party or if they are voting for third-party candidates as a matter of protest.
And Professor, what do you think are some of the top issues getting voters in perhaps this demographic and others to the polls?
So the human issues in the Gaza Strip, what many are classifying as horrendous civilian casualties, have been motivating for a lot of young people and obviously the Arab American community. Also, the conduct of American foreign policy, be it towards the border or be it towards our support of the nation of Ukraine in their campaign against Russia, have motivated voters across political ideological spectrums to become active in this election cycle.
Let's talk about that war in the UK, because Donald Trump said he would be able to end it quickly. What are your thoughts on that?
That is a very difficult promise to keep. Vladimir Putin has strong ideas about trying to take territory in Ukraine. Ukraine obviously is resisting that. Whether or not our support would continue under a Trump administration would be negligible, but I don't think that the cessation of our support would simply cause a Ukrainian capitulation overnight.
Political expert David Takitaki from Ferris State University. Thank you so much, Professor, for taking a few minutes with us.